Just over a month ago now, Woodward and Parker, the band I'm in with 4 of my best friends, went on a short tour around Texas. After months of planning and a COVID scare a week before, it was finally time to load up and get going. The first stop was San Antonio, which is only about an hour and a half away from where we live. We made quick work of the drive and had about an hour to kill before the show. We killed it taking a little detour to visit the Alamo. It's much smaller than you think it is. Later we got situated at the Mix, right in the middle of the music strip, and we played a killer set. Maybe the best set we've ever played. But later that night, things almost immediately started to go downhill.
I'm sleeping.
To save money, we camped in San Antonio instead of getting a hotel. This would have been a really smart move, but things never do seem to go as planned. After the San Antonio show, one of our buddies got towed. We drove him to the towing place and waited to make sure he wasn't stranded. It did turn out fine. He got his car and went home, but that meant we didn't end up getting to the campsite and setting up the tent until at least 3 in the morning. Getting to bed around 4 a.m. and getting woken up around 7 a.m. by the Texas heat left us with about 3 hours of sleep before heading to Houston. We made a quick breakfast and hit the road. We were lucky to have some family to stay with in Houston, so we got there early and tried to get some naps in. At the San Antonio show, we were lucky to have a sound engineer and a full staff to make sure everything went well. The Houston show was a little bit different. We were running our own door, sound, and merch the entire night, so we were running around like madmen to make it happen. That, combined with the little sleep we had from the night prior, absolutely destroyed us. But as they say in the biz, the show must go on. The last leg of the tour was back in our hometown of Austin. So after a little bit more sleep than the day before, and breakfast with the fam, we set out towards home. When we got there, we grilled with some of the members of the other bands from the tour. This tour we were playing with Good and Her Modern Orchestra. I've linked their Instagrams in the description if you'd like to check them out. After grilling, we walked to the Coral Snake, the last venue of the tour, and we played a pretty good set considering we were completely cooked at this point. Touring has always been something I imagined would be challenging, but I never really understood until now just how crazy it really is. I know this sounds a bit dramatic, but over the course of 3 days, I had some of the highest highs and lowest lows of my life. Now that it's over, I can honestly say it was a dream come true. I've dreamed about writing and touring music since I was a kid, but I could never in my wildest imagination have dreamed of doing it with some of the best friends I've ever had. This was a small tour for us this time around, but it's only the very beginning for Woodward and Parker, and I can't wait for the next one.